Alright, g'day, hi and welcome. I guess I shouldn't be standing in the center of the road. That's probably a bad idea. But I'm out here at the Danford Lake, and we're going to get back to the subject in a minute. But I just want to show you, last time I was here, there was still ice on here. There was still snow. Hopefully you guys can hear me well through the helmet. I'm probably talking louder because I got my earplugs in. A boat just went by. Guess they're doing some fishing. Gonna get my feet wet. I got holes in the bottom of my shoes, so. So this is the Danford Lake. And I'm just out cruising around on Pegasus, my Triumph TT600. And here's the question of the day. Do you get your money's worth with your motorcycle? What am I talking about? Well, what I'm talking about basically is the cost, what it costs you to put a motorcycle on the road versus what you get out of it for its use. Are you one of those people that only get like 5 rides a year? This is ride number 16 for me this year. If you add up the insurance costs, the plate cost, the gas, all that stuff, every bike is going to have something a little bit different. But for the most part, you're going to end up with a bike that either is going to sit in the garage all the time, or it's never in the garage and it's dirty like my girl, which is, this bike severely needs to be cleaned. But I'll clean it tomorrow. Got a whole bunch of new bugs on the... Yeah, the sand flies are starting. So yeah, you know, it costs per use. These toys are a lot of fun. There's no doubt about that. Do I get my money's worth? Well, this is something you pay to do because you love to do it. But there's some people, they love the idea of it, but they're like, oh, well, it's too this, it's too that. They never go riding, and they spend all this money to get a bike on the road, and they don't use it. There's a plane on the top. But anyway, the whole thing for me is quite simple. That it's not so much the cost as the experience. So what's the experience worth to you? Because there's no use throwing out numbers for what it costs to put a bike on the road, because it's different everywhere you go. And no matter what, it costs you money. It costs you a lot. For me, when all's working well, no, there's no price you can put on what you get out of it. For me, I think this is something that everybody should be doing. You know, like it's such a great thing. I know not everybody's into motorcycles, but boy, the experience you have, even just like for me, just, you know, thrashing around my little town. Like, I'm not that far from home, maybe about 4 or 5 kilometers, whatever it is. You stop, you talk to people. It becomes a bit of a social life, and that's one thing that's really cool about being a biker. Is it's very social. It can be a very social thing. But I mean, you know, it's nice to just jump on the bike and end up, you know, here I am beside this nice lake that I've been going to since I was a kid. And then, you know, I'm going to jump on it and head back home and then do something else and then go somewhere else. And then, yeah, just putting around on it. There's just nothing more enjoyable. Well, maybe there's a few things more enjoyable. But for a family show, we're not going to discuss that. But you got the idea. It is a thing that is just really, really enjoyable to do. So how do you put a price on that? I'm going to keep this video kind of short because I'm starting to get hungry now. Food's enjoyable too, so but I worked up a bit of an appetite on my bike today, so I didn't go very far, but further than I thought. I got to save some fuel for tomorrow, I guess, because tomorrow's a new adventure. So this is ride number 16 this year so far, not too bad. Yeah, so by the end of the season, I don't know how many runs I'm going to get in. My goal is 200. What do I count as a run? Basically, once the bike leaves the driveway and goes somewhere and comes back, it's a run. But usually it's like, on average, I put at least 20 some to 30 kilometers on the bike a day just for fun. But lately it's been getting a little bit more just because it's so addictive. But yeah, the cost per experience is one of those things that if you can afford to do it, if you're fortunate enough to do it, healthy enough to do it, I highly, 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 highly recommend it. But yeah, I'll just leave it at that. So you guys have yourselves a great day, and put in the comments down below. Is it, you know, did you get your money's worth out of your bike? You know, like, let me know. All right, have a great one.